Closed captioning for The Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on The Casey Malone Show.
Today, I harvest soybeans with Myron Weir, the modern way. And I have a kitchen guest. Jill Landau makes her fabulous farro salad. But first, it's customized art at the Brazen Brush. You are going to love this place. It is the Brazen Brush here in Boardman. The owners are Matt and Cheryl Fichter. And this is basically customizable art. And when I look at all your samples and all the things you do, how did you come up with this idea?
Well, I taught canvas painting for 3 years. I also have a background in graphic design, and I've done vinyl graphics, and we use the vinyl to make the stencils for the signs, and it just all came together.
I mean, you do it all. I mean, Matt, you guys, you assemble these palettes. This is a brilliant idea.
Thank you.
And how has this been received? I mean, how is everybody that comes here?
It's been really popular. We've had a lot of people come in. We've had customers come in 5-6 times. They make great wedding gifts, shower gifts, baby showers. We have designs for every holiday, every occasion.
I'm really excited to do this because I kind of like these things around the house.
Yeah.
I mean, they've been really popular. What style do you call this?
It's a new trend. A lot of the HGTV shows have what they call farmhouse chic, and we tend to add a little more color. Most of those, and people can come in and do whatever color scheme they want, honestly.
Yeah.
Farmhouse chic tends to be whites, grays, and beiges, but we have people with hot pinks and purples and blues and whatever they want to do, whatever matches their color scheme.
And
at
you
home.
supply everything.
Everything.
You can pick whatever color you want. You have all the stencils. So all of these designs that are around here are customizable.
Yes, we have over 90 designs. I think 45, 50 of which are customizable with family names, established dates. We can change wording on the sign if they want something a little different.
Yeah.
We'll even do customs. You'll see I made one for you today. But we do customs for a slight upcharge just for my design time.
Yeah. Well, it takes time. And what does the average time from beginning to end when you create these?
A class runs 2.5 hours.
Okay.
Depending on how much you chit chat with your friends and everything, you could be done in an hour and a half and just sit around for the rest of the time, or it could take you 3 hours.
Okay, now we're gonna do, this is the prep, the bottom coat, right? The base?
Yes.
Now, do I do the sides too?
Yep, do the sides.
And we all are doing different designs.
Yes. And in the end, after we're going to distress and sand, and it's going to look...
so that's where the chic comes in?
Yes, and it's going to look very much like chalk paint, actually.
I feel so artistic. Now what do we do?
Now we apply our first stencil. You have 3 because you're special. I have 2, Matt has 2. So you take your first stencil, which is that one, the one on top.
The big one.
Correct.
We're doing my logo. Okay.
And you're going to flip it face down.
All right.
Okay. You're going to peel back the solid white backing and hold the yellow down. Yeah, so you kind of center. It's going to hang off both sides maybe an inch.
Okay.
And then top to bottom, we just want to make sure it looks straight.
There we go. Oh, no, I didn't. Okay.
Now your hair on your cartoon is red and kind of a burnt orange.
Yeah. It's, yeah.
What do you want for colors?
I guess we could go like orange and brown, orangey brown.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in hands.
Okay. I was like, is her hair actually orange? I don't know.
Yes, I'm Lucille Ball. Look at that. Wow. Wow.
Hey, wow.
Look at that.
That is amazing.
Yeah, I'm a dentist too.
Are you?
Yeah.
Stay watch her. She goes,
See?
Look at, she's gonna fix my hillbilly tooth. So, this was our artwork for today. I don't know, you did a pretty good job, Matt. Who do you think gets the star?
I have no artistic ability, and I did that sign.
That is beautiful. What do you think, Cheryl? I think you did a nice job.
He did
on
a good
that.
job.
He did. I mean, look at that. But I love yours. Look at that with the metallic colors. And then, of course, the custom sign. I know this was a real pain in the neck. And
Just a little bit. That's okay.
Bit.
It was worth it. Well, we have open classes 3 days a week. We do a lot of fundraisers. Basically, we lower our prices, and then whatever the organization upcharges is what they keep. So that's a really good idea. We have private parties, obviously. Bachelorette parties are huge. We do a lot of Christmas and fall signs, the big holidays.
Yeah.
But literally, we have signs for every holiday, every occasion. Housewarming gifts, weddings, everything.
And she is going to work on a sign for St. Patrick's Day.
Yes, I will.
Correct?
I will.
We're going to get some shamrocks.
The shamrock, not
Yes,
Pearly Clover.
that's
Okay.
right. See? Oh, he does pay attention.
He does.
No wonder you love him. All right, but this is an awesome place, and they have an open house around the holidays and in the fall. And go to Facebook, go to their website, and you have got to check out the Brazen Brush because this is awesome. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor. Here at the Magic Tree Pub and Eatery with owner Phil, Rita, and Chef Tank. Been on field trips. I know from where you get your food, and always, I'm never disappointed by your menu. What do we have coming up?
Okay, that's our Magic Monster Burger. It has 2 8-ounce patties and some Walnut Hill Farms pork belly on it with a little bit of pecan jam. We have our new pepperoni pretzel roll with house-made marinara. We have our award-winning bacon jam burger with premium pastured meat on it. And we also have our pot roast and, of course, our house pretzels.
It all sounds so amazing.
Casey, I am so proud of our kitchen team for the pride they take in making everything from scratch and supporting local farmers. It's what makes Magic Tree live up to who we are, and that's a place where people can eat, drink, and celebrate.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
At R&S Paint, you get more than a can of paint. You get easy to apply, long-lasting Benjamin Moore color and a freshly painted look without the smell. Benjamin Moore is a leader in durability and value. Get more at R&S Paint, Youngstown, Poland Road.
What happens in a baseball stadium when the lights go out? The Experience Haunted Attraction is back at Eastwood Field in Niles. 6 haunts in one location, plus all new escape rooms. More details at theexperience.com. Fear awaits.
Here at the Upstairs, we cater to everyone. When you come through the door, I treat you as though you're my friend. So there's all kinds of options here at the Upstairs. There's something on that menu for everyone. Great food, friendly service, very clean restaurant. There's a lot of restaurants, a lot of good restaurants in our community. So I always feel honored when someone comes here. I want everybody coming through that door to leave here with a good experience.
Mayflower Woolham is your full-service independent insurance agency for what matters most. Home, auto, life, boat, RV, umbrella. We'll find the right product at the right price for your family. Mayflower Woolham with 3 locations to serve you.
Part of growing up in Youngstown is growing up with Rowley Brothers Markets. Even friends who have moved out of town come to shop and say hi when they're home for a visit.
And my family has always shopped at Rowley's, and today they are still my favorite grocery store. My recipes depend on the best ingredients, and that's why I get them at Rowley's, where you'll always find the freshest food at the best prices.
Rowley Brothers is a proud sponsor of the Casey Malone Show. The quality that customers have come to expect is true local flavor.
$5 Burger Mondays at Sadie's Place, inside the Best Western, Route 46, Austintown. Well, it took some bribery, but I finally got my girlfriend, Jill Landau, into my kitchen.
Hello.
She prepared this farro salad for a party a few weeks ago, and I've been making it consistently every week. I absolutely love this recipe.
You know, I cook once, and everybody's so shocked.
Well, you really hit it out of the ballpark with this one.
Thank you.
You know, it could be vegetarian. It's extremely healthy.
Yes, it is.
It is my first introduction to farro.
Oh, okay.
Which is a really nice grain. It's got a nutty texture, it's filling. And let's talk about now our nutritional benefits from
well,
this.
I know that 1/2 cup of farro has 7 grams of protein.
Yes.
So it's really healthful for you.
Less than 100 calories in that cup.
Sounds right.
And it also has, I have notes, magnesium, niacin, zinc, and iron. And it's loaded with antioxidants.
Yes.
And of course, a lot of fiber.
Right.
So it's really good to get you going. And you're just gonna love this. And it's filling. You know, it really expands. And we've tweaked the recipe that you found.
Yes. I found the recipe in Jessica Seinfeld's cookbook called Food Swings.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of changed it up a little bit to, you know, give it a little bit of a...
But personalize it, because there's certain flavors that I thought were missing. And I think, you know, you added the onion, and I love that green onion addition.
Yeah.
I've added this, my new herb called lovage. And I had this growing in my garden. My friend gave me the plant, and I started using it, and it's very, it's warm, it has a little bit of spice, and it has a very strong celery taste. They don't really sell this in the stores, but if you get the stalk from celery and cut the leaves, it will serve that. And then instead of boiling my farro in water, I like a stock.
I think that's a great idea.
You know, this is chicken stock, but if you want to go total vegetarian, you can use vegetable stock or even beef stock. But it really, I think it just adds another dimension to the flavors. And I cannot wait to share this with everyone. And I appreciate you coming in. So let's go over this recipe list. And we'll get you all the ingredients, and then we'll start making Jill's farro salad. For this recipe, you'll need 1 cup of farro, 3 cups of water, chicken or vegetable stock, 1 head of broccoli, thinly sliced, 6 radishes, halved and thinly sliced, 2 green onions chopped fine, white and green parts included, 1/2 cup basil leaves cut into ribbons, 1/4 cup flat leaf parsley chopped, 1/4 cup lovage chopped fine, 1 chunk of Parmesan cheese. Dressing, you'll need 1/4 cup of fresh squeezed lemon juice, 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil, salt and pepper to taste. So get a fairly large dish to mix this, and we just pulled this off of the stove.
Right, you cook the farro for about 20 to 30 minutes until it's soft, and then you drain it and you run some cold water over it.
To shock it, so it's nice.
So you don't have to wait for it to cool.
Okay, so we'll start with the base of the farro.
Right, we're gonna add the chopped broccoli, which you chop the stems also, right? Really, really thin.
Really thin. If you have a mandolin, but look, you know, I think a lot of people waste that, but look at that. And it gives it a nice crunch.
Right, as long as they're really thin, you can use them. And then the 6 radishes.
Love that. Love the radishes. And this is it's a crunchy salad. It really is good.
And then I would add the green onion. And then the herbs.
The basil's nice. Love parsley. And you're gonna love my lovage.
I certainly hope so. Okay, and then you mix it, and are you gonna make the dressing?
I am gonna make the dressing. All it is, you know, about 1/3 to 1/2 cup of extra virgin olive oil. We'll get that going here. we'll add the lemon juice. And then salt and pepper. You know, salt is very, very important here. And then fresh ground pepper. And that's it. It's a very easy vinaigrette.
And I usually wait to put the chunked Parmesan cheese on after the dressing.
Now, I also like, you know, the Locatelli, the Romano cheese. So there we go. Blend it well, and we're just gonna pour the whole thing over it.
Great.
Okay. And I do think it's good if you let it sit for a few hours in the fridge.
I agree.
You know, because then the flavors really meld together. But I mean, look at what a beautiful, healthy salad that is. And it's loaded with taste. Well, Jill, for the pairing, I know you're a fan of the cava.
Yes, I am.
And you know, bubbly goes with absolutely everything. And I don't think you've tried this one.
No, I haven't.
It's from Cordonu, and it is called Anna. And they also make a pink, but this is a Blanc de Blanc. Cheers.
Cheers.
Thank you for
fun.
coming
Thank you
and
for having
making
me.
this. It is so light and refreshing, just like your salad.
Yes.
So let's give it a try. What do you think? You haven't had it with the stock yet, have you?
No, it's really good. And the lavage. Sorry.
I was fighting you on that. I'm not sure. I think you added too much, but it really is good. Make this once, and honestly, even though it is so healthy, everybody's gonna love it. It really is delicious. So for the recipe, just go to my website, caseymalonshow.com, and look for Jill's Faro, not sure of that proper pronunciation,
either.
salad, and you'll find it right there. I really, really thank you.
Thanks.
You're gonna love it. The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
Benjamin Moore paints and stains are the best you can buy, and R&S Paint is where you want to buy them. Your possibilities are endless because Benjamin Moore is an innovator in color technology. Our comfortable environment makes your color choice easy. R&S Paint, rnspaint.com.
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bernard. I'd like to give you some free advice. That's right, a lawyer giving free advice. Hard to believe, right? If you're involved in an automobile accident, don't try to handle it alone. Call a lawyer. A lawyer will be your representative, handling the medical bills, insurance forms, and all the red tape. And hiring a lawyer doesn't mean you'll end up in court or have to pay upfront fees.
Need a lawyer? Call us.
Hi everybody, I'm Danny, owner and operator of Cthulhu Prime Meats, a third-generation butcher shop that not only specializes in quality, but also in customer service and doing things in a new technological way. Chris here is our customer service manager. Chris, what do you think that we do differently than any other grocery store?
I think we personally not only offer great product, but we can offer a great customer service experience as well. We try and treat all our customers like they were family and friends, ask how their family's doing just so they can keep in touch, and give them that customer experience that they deserve.
And the nice part is we not only do that inside the store, but also on CthulhuPrimeMeats.com, where you can buy a lot of our products that we carry here, whether it be grass-fed beef, organic chicken, some of our specialty burgers and bacon. Those are wonderful, and we're going to provide that same customer experience online as we do in store.
Come see us in store or online. Make your next meal one to remember.
What happens in a baseball stadium when the lights go out? The Experience Haunted Attraction is back at Eastwood Field in Niles. 6 haunts in one location, plus all new escape rooms. More details at theexperience.com. Fear awaits.
There's a new standard in assisted living, one that combines comfort, luxury, convenience, and the highest quality expert care.
Your loved ones can experience it now in Canfield's premier senior living location.
The Inn at Ironwood offers fine dining and amenities such as a concierge, salon, housekeeping, and laundry services.
And a truly elegant setting in Canfield.
Call us for more information or visit us and take a tour.
The Inn at Ironwood, Canfield's premier senior living location.
Mayflower Woolham is your full-service independent insurance agency for your business. We work with several companies so you have choices for your insurance needs. Commercial properties, professional liability, bonding, and general. Trust Mayflower Woolham.
Okay guys, you've just made the most important decision of your life. Now what do? Your engagement ring should be as special as your bride-to-be. She deserves better than look-alike inventory. Remember, a bigger price tag does not mean better quality. Real men get real jewelry. It's time to get real. Here's what we offer. A unique selection, 2 graduate gemologists, 2 craftsmen to design exactly what you want, and a local family-owned business for the 3rd generation. You know what to do. Get real, get Kamara.
4 for $5 till 6. Happy hour at Sadie's Place inside the Best Western, Route 46, Austintown. C.H. McCutcheon from Elder Ag invited me to harvest beans. Being a novice, I imagined a field of green beans waiting to be picked. Boy, was I mistaken. The beans were soybeans. Hundreds of acres were being harvested. I rode in a state-of-the-art John Deere combine with a GPS and a computer. This is modern farming. I'm here with C.H. McCutcheon from Elder Ag and Turf, and we have got the John Deere combine in the background, and we're harvesting soybeans. This is so much more scientific and high-tech than I thought.
Definitely.
I mean, the science and the technology involved, that's an air-conditioned cab.
Well, there's no more dumb farmers. They have to really know their business, and this is a business. It's not just a way of life.
So explain to me how this high-tech vehicle works.
Well, obviously he's going along cutting the crop. The crop is then fed into basically the belly of the machine, which is what we call the threshing area. It removes the soybeans from the pods, discards the pods and the stems, puts the beans up into the tank. Looks like they're ready for us.
Myron, you're not even using your hands to drive this combine.
I got to turn it around at the end of the field and send it back, but other than that, it steers itself going through the field.
So this is GPS by satellite?
Correct, yes.
The blue is everything that we've harvested, and the gray needs to be harvested?
Yes.
And then this is the yield. Is that what's down there?
That's the yield. It varies different spots in the field, and that's the moisture of the crop that we're harvesting. Now these other numbers are settings where I set the machine at to operate to harvest the crop.
So tell me about the growing season for the soybean. When did the beans go down?
We planted beans in early May. We had an excellent planting season. The ground was dry, and we had just enough rain to sprout stuff and get it going good. And then along about the 5th of June, it started to rain and it wouldn't quit. And we got too much water.
When you go to market now, how much will you be down?
I'll be down probably about 40% from a normal yield.
If you weren't farming, what else would you want to do?
I have no idea. Now, I have a college education in agriculture, but if I'd have done something other than production agriculture, it would have been something tied to agriculture.
Well, you were not kidding. I cannot believe the technology that Myron has right there at his fingertips. I mean, that combine actually drove itself.
That's correct.
There's a GPS. It showed everything. You know, what was already harvested, what was to come. It showed the load, everything. That is unbelievable.
That's the technology that we're using today and into the future.
How hard is it to convince your customers, your farmers, to embrace that technology, because I mean, it really does the work for you. That, you know, the calculations and that they used to have to do manually.
It does, and it will pay off eventually, but the initial investment is the hard part to swallow.
It is unbelievable. Air conditioning, CD player, radio, lights, they can go 24 hours a day if they wanted to. I'm telling you, this is not your grandfather's farming tools. I can't believe it. Thank you so much for turning me on to this. That is absolutely amazing.
Well, thank you, Casey. We appreciate you coming out, sharing with our viewing audience.
So you've got to come out down on the farm. As Boots Bell says, you live down on the farm, you are going to dig it. The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.